Steps in, snaps it.
Crosby scored! At 12 seconds of the second period.
Hello and welcome to a MegaHockey the podcast clip. I'm MegaLights, and as always joined by Detour. And today we just have some announcements for the future. And we're also going to congratulate USA on the gold medal. You ready to start that?
Let's do it.
Okay, yeah. So, Team USA wins the gold medal in a crazy gold medal game. Jack Hughes with the golden goal. What do you just think about that as a whole?
A lot of thoughts. Really exciting. Congrats to the U.S. team. A lot of thoughts about the game and a lot of thoughts about what's happened after the game and the narrative. So we'll break it down. So first of all, the game, Team USA, they played the game they were going to play, right? So they were going to play a defensive game. Obviously, they don't have the scoring power that Canada has. They can't match their scoring, so they had to play tight, shut it down. They're not lucky, for sure, with those missed breakaways. Hellebuck obviously played out of his mind. A lot of thoughts. It's surprising to me how Jack Hughes is being perceived now afterwards. First of all, surprising to me, and maybe this is a me thing, how big this became, this moment. It really is comparable to 1980. As hockey guys and as a hockey guy, I didn't think that the broader public would take to it quite so much. I think it's awesome. I think it's really great to see. It helps that the level of competition and play was just insanely high during the Olympics. Jack Hughes was thought of as maybe a little full of himself, a little bit of a prima donna. He has that famous quote, "They pay to see me play." But now his image is shifting to this just affable, fun-loving, down-to-earth, patriotic, guy. And I think it's great. I think it's great for him. But it's been really interesting to see how that changes. We were both critical on this pod about taking Trocheck and Miller instead of people like Cole Caulfield and Jason Robertson. It reminds me of the Miracle quote, quote from the movie. I'm not taking the best players, I'm taking the right players. And the fact that the U.S. was perfect on the PK, you have to give Sullivan and company some credit. A lot of people were very critical of that, but that clearly worked. And so I think it took a lot of wisdom in order to recognize that. Let's look at Canada. Canada, first of all, the talk of, they should have taken Bedard, they should have taken Schaefer. Yeah, it's probably true that Schaefer makes the team better. However, I struggle to see how that would really affect the outcome of the tournament because Canada lost in overtime in the gold medal game 3-on-3. 3-on-3 is basically luck, let's be honest, right? 3-on-3 is a coin flip. Not luck, luck's a bad word, a coin flip. It could go either way. Having Schaefer there, McCarr's still going to start the 3-on-3, so I'm not sure it affects the outcome of that overtime, particularly. You could make the case that maybe if Schaefer's on the team or Bedard's on the team, it doesn't get to overtime. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I mean, the bottom line is that McKinnon missed an open net and Mac and Connor missed breakaways. So that really seemed to do it. I'm not really sure what Connor Bedard being on the team would have done to change all of that. People are upset. They're frustrated. They're disappointed. And it makes them feel better to have an excuse or, more to the point, someone to blame. And I'm not really sure that's where it's at. Having said that, I think Schaefer should have been on the team. I mean, but I don't think it's going to change the outcome. So I think that whole conversation's a little misguided. It's very disappointing to see everyone politicize events after the U.S. team won. The U.S. men's team clearly supports the women's team. They are unequivocal in their support. The fact that people are trying to twist this around is absolutely ridiculous, and it takes away from what should be a national moment of pride. So that was really sad. I think that other teams played really well. I think Switzerland, Czechia, and Slovakia, I think they should be very proud of themselves, and they played incredibly well. They really rose to the level of the competition. Finland as well. Finland's always had a solid program. That was really cool to see. It's really cool to see those other teams that don't have a full roster of NHLers playing really hard and competing and really holding their own against the top two superpowers of hockey. I think it's great. I think it's an inspiration for American players, American hockey, and it will inspire a whole new generation of kids. And so it's going to leave a lasting legacy. And for that, we can all be grateful. It's a great time to be a hockey fan. And it was a great Olympics for America.
Yeah. Yes, that's amazing. Yes, now we have a couple of announcements. First of all, we're like kind of be changing the pod format. We're going to be recapping the most recent week instead of 2 weeks every pod. It will still be bi-weekly though. But we're gonna be asking questions in the middle of games instead of just one after the week. So yeah, that'll be cool. I'm gonna make the pods better. And we're also going to be adding 2 new segments. The dumb tweet of the week, which will just be a stupid tweet that's funny. And the most interesting tweet of the week. So either like a high quality tweet or just something that we find interesting and the most interesting out of all of them. So yeah, that's those are the announcements. And yeah, I think we can see ourselves out right now. You agree?
Yeah, we're going to do more analysis and less presentation of scores, breaking things down a little bit more. It's going to be interesting, so make sure you stick around and check out our future episodes.
Yeah, that said, yeah, we can wrap this up. So yeah, see you next time in the next pod.